Hello everyone, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Brian, and I am the newest member of the High Stakes team. Now I'd like to commence this video with a request for those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions. If our guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, we kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering our presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore our Patreon support tier or check out our various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. Washington Nationals vs Tampa Bay Rays. My best pick is Washington Nationals to win, and here is why. The Washington Nationals have been doing decently well as they are fourth in the NL East standings and are 14.5 games behind in the division and 3.0 games back of the final spot in the NL wildcard. The Nats have been struggling offensively as the team has a .236/.304/.367/ line, while averaging 4.15 runs per game up to this point. One thing that is not doing too well is the Nats' ability to hit home runs, as they are 29th with just 67 total home runs. Shortstop C.J. Abrams has been hitting very well as he has a .834 ops with 12 home runs, 40 RBI, 48 runs scored and 13 steals on 21 tries. This young team has the ability to do better offensively and should be able to improve in the second half of the season. Righty Jake Irvin will be on the mound for the Washington Nationals, and he is pitching well as in 16 games. He is 5-6 with a 3.13 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP in 92.0 innings. Teams have been hitting for not too much power against him as he has given up 9 thus far after allowing 20 in 121.0 innings last year. Irvin is coming off a no decision against the Colorado Rockies, where he pitched 6 innings and gave up 1 run on 3 hits with a walk and 10 strikeouts. Pittsburgh Pirates vs Atlanta Braves. My best pick is Atlanta Braves moneyline, and here is why. I'd love to try and find an angle to back Paul Skeens and the Pirates in this game, but I just don't think their offense will do enough to secure a win against the red-hot Max Fried. I'm going to back the Braves on the moneyline in this one. Atlanta has been looking pretty solid over the last 2 weeks, going 105 Sioux in their last 15 games. Their offense is finally back in the top half of the league over the last 14 days, ranking 14th in Fangraphs WRC 106 and 13th in WOBA.321. Furthermore, Atlanta has been very sound at Truist Park this year, logging a 2.513 home record compared to 20-20-22 on the road. I think the Braves are the better overall team, and I don't mind laying the juice considering they have their ace going against Pittsburgh. New York Yankees vs Toronto Blue Jays. My best pick is New York Yankees to win, and here is why. The New York Yankees have been doing incredibly well this season, but are absolutely brutal the last few weeks. The team is second in the AL East with a 5.231 record and have to get back in the win column. The Yankees are third in MLB with a .756 team ops while averaging 4.94 runs per game thus far. Center fielder Aaron Judge 1.130 ops. 30 HRS has been hitting arguably better than his 2022 record-breaking season, but the rest of the team behind him in the order needs to be better. Left-hander Nestor Cortez, 4-6, 3.40 ERA has been pitching at a good level but is coming off a loss against the Atlanta Braves, as he pitched 7 innings and allowed 3 runs on 5 hits with 1 hit by pitch, 0 walks, and 7 strikeouts. While the New York Yankees are in the middle of a spiral, the Toronto Blue Jays are the inferior team and will struggle here. When looking at the pitching matchups for this game, Nestor Cortez has been the better overall pitcher than Chris Bassitt. Cortez has done well as he has pitched 20.0 innings and allowed just 5 runs on 11 hits in his previous 3 starts, while Bassitt is struggling to keep runners off base. The ability to hit with runners in scoring position is a significant difference here, as New York is third in Major League Baseball with a .830 team ops, while Toronto is all the way down in 21st place in all of baseball with a .715 team ops in those situations. The ability to hit for home runs throughout the course of the season shows a big gap, as well as the Yankees are second with 119 total homers, while the Blue Jays are 26th with 73 total home runs. Colorado Rockies vs Chicago White Sox. My best pick is Chicago to win, and here is why. With an extra game this week, the White Sox were able to halt a 4-game losing streak before welcoming the Rockies to town. The 247 runs scored and 2.98 runs per game were the fewest of any team in the game. Through 82 games, they slashed .217/.278/.341 with 193 extra base hits and 51 stolen bases. They had also struck out 706 times and drawn 210 walks. Luis Robert Jr. provided the only run in Thursday's makeup game win over the Braves with his 8th home run of the season. The outfielder had 2 hits on the day for just his second multi-hit effort in his last 20 games. Chicago's pitching staff carried a 4.67 team ERA into the series, the worst mark in the American League. Their starters were 15-37 with a 4.77 ERA and 1.34 WHIP, while the bullpen has a 7-24 record with 14 saves and a 4.53 ERA. The staff combined for 705 strikeouts while walking 315 batters. Cannon will be making just the 7th start of his career and is coming off of his shortest outing, a 1-run loss in which he allowed 8 runs, 5 earned, and 7 hits. The 11th ranked prospect in the White Sox system, per MLB.com, has gone 1-1 with a 2.75 ERA in 19 2/3 innings of work in June. This will be his first work against a National League side. The Rockies have only had a 2-game week prior to this series, but dropped both and were 2-8 over their 10 games prior to landing in Chicago. Through 80 games, the offense produced 339 games and were averaging 4.24 runs per game, 17th overall. They came into this series slashing .248/.308/.393 and had 233 extra base hits with 44 stolen bases. Colorado batters also pulled off 220 walks while striking out 759 times. Ezequiel Tovar went 2 for 4 in the team's loss on Thursday, raising his batting average to a team high .287 prior to the start of this series. The shortstop had 3 multi-hit efforts in his last 5 games. The Colorado pitching staff were sporting a 5.66 team ERA after 80 games, the worst mark in baseball. The starting rotation had a 13-37 record with a 5.57 ERA and 1.49 WHIP, while their relievers were 14-16 with 15 saves and a 5.78 ERA. Quantrill put out nearly the same line in back-to-back starts, allowing 3 runs and 7 hits in each of his last 2 outings, picking up 1 loss in the process. The righty is 2-2 with a 3.42 ERA in 5 starts in June. Quantrill has made 11 career appearances against the White Sox, 7 of them starts, and is 2-2 with a 3.89 ERA against them. This is a battle between the 2 worst teams in each league, so something had to give. Both teams come into the weekend with fairly even momentum, which isn't much. However, Chicago's 1-run win over Atlanta on Thursday should be a decent enough spark for them heading into another series at home. Colorado is 11-29 on the road this season, while Chicago has gone 13-28 at Guaranteed Rate Field in 2024. The rookie Cannon has been excellent at home this season, going 1-0 in 4 games with a 2.08 ERA. The White Sox starter did not allow a run in his last 2 outings at Guaranteed Rate Field, so he's comfortable there. Getting to face the Rockies should only help boost his confidence there.